Hey friends, welcome back to Family Meal. Chef Alan
and Chef Ella.
We got a great side dish for you this time. We're going to be doing collard greens. That's right, collard greens. Not your traditional side that you might not be used to unless you're down here in the south and great old state of Texas. We have collard greens, we have pancetta, onion, we have chili flake, we have sugar, we have vinegar, salt, and pepper. You're going to love it. Follow us, ring that bell. What else should they do?
Like, comment what you want to see next, and share it to your friends.
There we go. Let's start cooking.
Woo!
1,
2,
3, let's go!
All right, so we're gonna go over the ingredients for the collard greens. So you could either use fresh collard greens, real lengthy process. You wanna trim the ribs down, chiffonade them, a lot of work. We're gonna go with frozen chopped collard greens, and we got sugar, we got vinegar, we have diced onion, and we have chopped prosciutto. You could use chopped bacon if you want. You could use smoked turkey legs if you want. You could use ham hocks if you want. This is such a great side dish for any type of protein that you're serving, and I can't wait to show you this great side dish. Ready to cook, Ella?
Mm-hmm. Woo!
Let's go. All right, so our first step, we have our cast iron skillet. The reason why we're using a cast iron skillet for this is the heat will distribute much more even than if we're using a saute pan. Plus, we're going to be adding our water to this. We could add chicken stock. We could even add beef stock to even get more flavor, but we're going to stick with just plain water here. We have our diced up prosciutto that we're going to add, and we're just going to get a really slow sweat on this. Okay, as you can hear, it's starting to sizzle away there a little bit. Okay, once we start rendering down the fat that you see here, we're then going to add our onion. All right, so now we can see we have this on a really good heat. You can see how the fat is now looking translucent or sweating down. We don't want any color in there, right? Next, we're going to add in our diced onion. Okay. Roughly the same chop size as our pancetta. 1, 2. Right here, you can see we're at the same chop size as our onion that we've just added to our rendering down prosciutto. As you can see, we got a nice, clear, translucent color on our fat there. It's not caramelizing, which we're not looking for. And we're just going to cook that onion down as well. All right, here we are. So we can see our onions start to become translucent as well. It's been a pretty quick process right now. We've only been really going for about 5 minutes, but this is where the time is going to take place. We have our frozen chopped collard greens. We'll scrape that off in a little bit. Okay. We haven't added any extra seasoning to this yet. This is where we release a lot of water. All right, almost gets soupy. We're gonna let it reduce down, and that's when we're gonna add our seasoning of our sugar and our red wine vinegar and salt and pepper. All right, everybody, so now, if Ella would like to zoom in and take a look at our collard greens, these have been going for about 45 minutes now. You can see how they kind of lost that bright green color, and you can tell they're starting to cook through. Still, the ham looks great in there. The onion looks great in there. But this is the most important step now. This hasn't been seasoned at all. So this is where you want to get a little aggressive with your seasoning. All right, that's our salt, our coarse ground pepper. All right, now you can go in a couple different directions. I'm all about balance, okay? And remember, you could always add more, but you cannot take out. So if you want to season in slower stages, that's our sugar, okay? That's our red wine vinegar. I'm even going to put a couple dashes of chili flake in here, just for a little kick, okay? Now, we're going to let this cook down. We're going to taste it again in about another 10 minutes and see how it needs to be readjusted. All right, everybody, so now this has been going for about 15 minutes. we're gonna give it a little shot and we're gonna see what we're at. Like I said, we're looking for balance. I could definitely taste the vinegar. I could taste the meatiness from the prosciutto, right? But I think we need a little bit more sweetness. So we're gonna just a little bit more sugar, all right? And I think that's gonna bring us right to where we need to be. What we're looking to do now is once we've obtained that flavor profile, we're gonna let this cook down, and then we want it almost dry. So I'm gonna turn the heat up just a little bit more. Let that moisture reduce down, intensify our flavor, and we're gonna have a fantastic side dish. All right, so this again, been reducing down. You can see how dry that's getting. I'll let you zoom on that. That's great, look at that. Very little moisture, that's fine, I'm okay with that. So let's do our final test and see where we're at. Much, much better. Great balance, tastes sweet. I could taste acid, I could taste the bitterness from the vinegar. I could taste the meatiness. The collards are cooked all the way through. Next, we're gonna plate this up. All right, everybody, here we go. Moment of truth. We're gonna try these collard greens out. Total cook time took about an hour and a half. About 5-7 minutes of sauteing our pancetta, our onion. We added our frozen chopped collard greens in. Cooked that down with a little bit of water. Seasoned it with vinegar, sugar, chili flake, salt, and pepper. You ready? Mm-hmm. Let's go. What do you think?
It's really good. Yeah.
Tell you what, this would be a fantastic side with grilled chicken, pork chops, steak, fish. I mean, just something a little bit outside the box that you might traditionally do, but I guarantee you're gonna love it. What else should they do, Ella?
Subscribe, like, share it to your friends, and comment on this video on what you want to see next.
Thank you so much.
Woo! I'm trying to keep a straight face. Oh my.
You can smile. Salt, chili pepper, salt and pepper. Did I already say that? The first foods I ever learned to make. All right, let's start again.
Quiet on the set.
Use my batteries for that.